Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you here midday money on a Tuesday, the 24th of February. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody's super duper today. We'll get to some college hoops for everybody interested. At Mr. Sean Higgs on the X, we are streaming. I just tweeted out the link there, so that's live, and some pics are also on the on the X World there, YouTube channel at Mr. Sean Higgs, and the old bringing back winners and whiners. Trying to get them back involved here. As I'm on the winners and whiners page. I made a like button on winners and whiners. It says there's 2 people watching, 3. If you're on winners and whiners, you're subscribed to the channel, hit the like button. I'm trying to get more videos put over there for everybody winners and whiners, by the way. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there. All right, let's getting on into the games today. Again, like, share, subscribe. Notification bells on here on the Sean Higgs YouTube, iHeartRadio podcast after the fact. If you want to listen afterwards, which that's more for like the look at line stuff, and we do that at night for the overnights, whether it be for NFL or for soon-to-be conference tournaments coming up. Otherwise, let's be honest. Midday Money's shelf life is about an hour long after the lines. When you come back and listen, it's more for the overnight good stuff where you listen in the mornings before the midday comes in. All right, here we go. Let's put the picks in the chat. We got comments. First Flicks is in the house. JK is here. My guy, Step on a Duck. My guy, good to see you. You don't follow Step on a Duck. This guy's a pretty sharp guy. Pretty good sports bettor. All right? I don't throw out compliments on people. I shouldn't say that. If I'm telling you to follow somebody, just follow them. I'm not going to steer you in the wrong direction. All right? Thanks for popping in, Duck. There's winners and whiners. There's me. I was ready to give you a sharp virtual golf, but I didn't see any shows last night. Yeah. I was watching TV with the wife. We were talking some wife time last night. So there's that. TGL. Michael B is here. I gotta, Michael, thanks. Thanks for the Spurs first quarter. Appreciate it. Dylan is not here today. Where is our guy Dylan? You think he'd come in here puffing his chest? UNC plus 2.5 winner. Kansas plus 2.5 winner. Houston Christian plus 3.5 winner. His one loser, Incarnate Word plus 3.5, lost by 4. Where is he at? He's starting up a YouTube channel probably. He's ready to go. Ready to go. Nice night there, Dylan. Let's get to the picks today, and we will be on our way. 146 to 138 plus $35. We go 2-1. Kansas gets it done. Northwestern State get done. We lost Stephen F. Austin. 146, 138 plus $35. Notre Dame gets a call plus 17.5. NC State over 150.5 there versus Virginia. The in crowd. 119-74, not a bad run. Southern Indiana fits the bill tonight, plus 8.5 points. The close calls, 68-55. Again, money in your pocket. Lafayette, plus 11.5. And the ugly went down yesterday, Mississippi Valley State, 53-56. St. Francis, PA. St. Francis, PA and St. Francis, New York joined forces. They're plus 7 tonight. We got another Mike coming in on the YouTube saying how I say I stink in basketball. I mean, okay, I so stink in college hoops. Fella. Yeah, compared to what you probably usually watch, I'm garbage because I actually lose a game. I've lost 138, 55. That's What do we got? 138, 238, 240, 304 losses. There you go. I think you're leaving out though. 1, 2, 300 and well, probably because it's 400, right? 50, 60, 70, 370 wins. Do they count for anything? This guy. You can't make people happy. I don't understand. I don't get it. 2-1 night for Michael B. Kansas gets it done. Yep. Spurs were up 42 first quarter and gave a 25-10 run. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you're saying today? 14-2. Thanks. I wasn't even watching it. The fact that you even told me they were up 14-2, just want to really stick it to me there. Jake loves TCU minus 6.5 tonight. TCU, let's pull up the live number here. Arizona State odds logic. 6.5, 147.5. I got this right at 5. You want to get down on some Horned Frog action? I'm not going to say no. Jake Prouty. Jake. Pen out because there's a lock emoji. Love TCU minus 6.5 tonight. DV's in the house. Saw for sure be on Old Dominion today. Well, I do have Old Dominion, but I just don't have him here in the chat. Where's my guy, Michael B? Michael B, can you confirm as a YouTube premium guy that Old Dominion is listed today for everybody as a premium play? Thomas Maggio, do I like Kentucky tonight? You know, I thought about Kentucky, Tom, so I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of times I do come in with wacky underdogs. But, yeah, I did think about Kentucky, believe it or not, even as a road favorite. Even as a road favorite at 6.5 here. I just not that I'm set in how I do things. I just feel like road favorites, it's always a tough call. Who does where do we go? I just want to see who's Kentucky's coming up. I know a lot of time I don't really worry about look ahead spots in college basketball. You know, it's not like football. Like I got a non-conference game versus the Texans, and I'm Green Bay, and I got the Bears next. Like stuff like that. There's not really situations like that in spots. But for like the Duke game, like I got Notre Dame today, Thomas, right? And I'm like, Duke's off Michigan, and they got Virginia, who's right on their heels, a game back in the ACC. Like maybe do they win by 20, 25 tonight? Possibly. Can they win by 15 and go through the motions a little bit? I'll take a spot there. But let's see. Kentucky is 6-4 overall. South Carolina's bad. 2-8, 6-4 ATS, but you're catching 22, 17, 13. A lot of big numbers on the road. Kentucky with Vanderbilt up next. And a revenge spot versus Vandy because Vandy blasted them by 25. You know. But on the flip side of that, who the hell's Kentucky? They got 17 wins. Are they like that good? Or like, well, it's all right. We can lose one here. I know they're Kentucky again in the tournament. I think they should win. I'd rather not. I'd rather like to play them in their next matchup coming up against Vanderbilt at home. That's where I'd rather have Kentucky. I'm going to get a full focus Kentucky team in that game. Central Florida, yes. Mizzou +4 and Nevada. Where's Missouri? Miss Sour Eye. That's how we learned to spell it back in the day. Missouri against Tennessee, home doggy. Huh, interesting. Okay. All right. I see a little what you're doing there, Michael. Home dog versus Tennessee. Haven't played this year. Tennessee's coming in on a 4-game win streak. Big win on the road. Not big win, but they beat Vandy on the road there by 4. Missouri home after Arkansas. Loss, win, loss. 3 in a row. I could make a case for you there with Missouri. We can do that. Nevada at home over New Mexico. These are, these WAC teams, right? You think you take them at home? That's the play there. Always make it French. I can't believe you lose games. You think, that was the thing. He was complaining on the Picks Probably channel, you put out the little hoops with Higgs are all dogs in mid majors and small conferences. So Mississippi Valley lost yesterday, so it's 9-9 minus $20. Again, one. You didn't say nothing about when the other ones are winning. And listen, I want to make videos and put them out there, right? I mean, obviously you're going to have comments, which is why I kind of keep it to the subscriber channel, because you just get random people coming in and say wacko stuff that's not even sports related. I don't care if the game loses. You know what I'm saying? Like, a game's going to lose. I'm not going to win every game, so I can live with that part. But to discount the other November, December, January, February, 4 months of the year, or 3 months and 23 days for one game, that's like the wacky part I don't get, that is why people lose, and then will always be losers. Because if you get knocked out from one game on a Tuesday and you can't play the rest of the week, or it's your entire bank, stop betting and just keep working whatever you're doing. Don't be a bettor. Took Mississippi Valley first half off by 2, shaking my head. We were there most of the game. We were right in there, Markel. And those are the tough ones. That's why I label them as ugly. We're in the SWAC. We're in the Southland. Here comes St. Francis, PA +7. I mean, these are – there's no other way to word them than just taking ugly dogs. And you see the record on them. They're 53 and 56. But they still, quote unquote, fit the doggy pattern. But I got to put them in their own bracket. I can't put them in the in bracket. How do I put that in the in bracket? I mean, the innies are crushing it since January 8th. Close calls aren't doing too bad either. The uglies, exactly what you'd expect. That's why I'm going to tell people, listen, if you're just tuning into the show, I repeat myself all the time because I don't know when it's the first person walking in. What's this guy talking about? I got to explain myself, how I do things. It's repetitive for those who've been here for months and years. But I kind of want to grab some SC UCLA off a big win. I think UC is great, but I'm seeing 7.5s. I looked at that last night. I saw that line. I was like, oh boy, 6.5. It's up. So it was 6.5 last night. You're telling me it's 7 now, huh? In this USC game, 7.5. Even at 7.5, you can make a case. I think you can make a case with SC against UCLA there. Again, am I really going to turn down dogs? I can cover. I can win outright, or otherwise I just lose. And we had UCLA the other night. Nice win. I'm with you on that one. I don't know if it's going to get 8 or 9 now. That'll be interesting. I don't see any 8s or 9s. I see more 7s than the Nates. Thomas, you're welcome. King D's in the house. Pelicans first quarter. Warriors long homestand. Big win over the Nuggets. Double revenge game for the Pellies. Pelicans not great at home first quarter, but 8-2 last 10. Trying to redeem yourself, huh? Losing night for King DSA. Houston first half lost Texas. Corpus under. Big bounce back today. King Dad's just saying this. If you're going to bet a game, if you're going to bet games, you're going to lose some. It's all right. It's on to the next day. Remember, you have short memories. Rear view, windshields. Heat first quarter. Best road first quarter team versus the worst first quarter team. Bucks 7-8 team ATS. Lost by an average of 2.68 points. Heat are 22-8, winning by 3 points. 16-3 against the spread in the first quarter. The Heat will get the call here from Michael. Duke recent numbers versus Notre Dame. 68-64 Duke victory. 67-59 Duke victory. 86-78 Duke victory. I think it's worth a shot, Duck. Right? I mean, you got all these close games. And all right, you played Michigan, and then you have Virginia, who people might not think Virginia's good. They got 3 losses on the year, Virginia. What, 25-3? And could it be a go-through-the-motions game? And this is what I was saying about taking losses, Duck. And you're probably the same way, right? You're gonna go with something that over the course of a year in, we'll just say 10 spot. We'll keep it low. You're gonna catch probably 6 of these, right? Better than 50%. You'll probably catch these things. And it's not this year; it's the year after. Like, you got to compound it. People don't do that; they just look at it as one game. But I agree. Oh, step by Doug more here. Super close situation favors Notre Dame. Depleted, not close to full strength. Situation calls for the Irish. 100%. 100%. Give me the Knicks against the Cavaliers. Listen, New York let me down against the Pistons last week. This was 3.5 last night. Now it is 4.5. It's gone up. Thomas likes Miami, Ohio, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks. Still undefeated, I believe, these guys. 9.5 on the road versus Eastern Michigan. And they cover the games. This is, it's funny because they're a bigger spread tonight. 18-6 ATS for them, right? 8.5, 2.5, 2.5, 4.5. I'm just skipping around here. A 1.5 point dog. Like, they just get zero respect. If this was any other team, if this was some team out of the Mountain West, if this was San Diego State or Utah State or something, they're like, oh my God, look at this team. No, zero love. Here's the thing, though, Toms. Eastern Michigan, 19-8 ATS. I mean, they're a dog that covers 8.5. I mean, they won laying 4.5, 10.5, 6.5, 12.5, 8.5, 4.5, 11.5. 7-3 for Miami, straight up at ATS in the series, though, apparently, according to covers here. I don't think it's as easy as just taking them just because of the Eastern Michigan numbers. That is tough to overlook. Tough to overlook. $19-8 ATS. You're a home dog versus an undefeated team. Hey, I would listen. You want to do that? I'm definitely. If you're doing that, you got to put something on Eastern Michigan money line. If I'm doing anything in that game, I'm taking Eastern Michigan money line tonight, thinking maybe they pull it out. You're 9.5 points. What was? Let me pull up my one of my joints here, my ABC website here, my off PPHer. What do we got here? We got college basketball men. What do they got here on the money line for Eastern Michigan? They don't even have one for this game. Are you kidding me? This one doesn't have it. All right, let me go to let's try another one. We'll go to another credit book here. Head on over to the Flash. Again, nothing on the money line in this one, really. All right, well, there's more. Let's go over to the hub. Do they have anything here? Plus 395. Plus 395. I can do a plus 395. And let's go to a real book. You can go to a DraftKings has it at 410, BOL has it at 410, MGM has a 425. Moneyline Markel so close to first half money line for Mississippi Valley. I do want to get me started on these schools. Kelly, does it only bother you? You got probably lost $20 Mississippi Valley, now you can't afford to supersize McDonald's. No. It's not that about it. It's just like what about the other games that won? Like Mississippi Valley lost. Well, the other game won. I don't know. Not that bothers me. It's just bizarre. San Jose over first. Should be another high-scoring game. Two worst defenses in the Mountain West. Should be a ton of threes attempt tonight in this one. Air Force giving up 79 in 10 straight games. Step on the duck like in the over tonight, huh? Air Force, I'll play a little Air Force over here. What do we got here, Duck? Where's this Air Force game? I got 143. I'm going to go over to 143 with you there. So I got Eastern on my hub channel here for $3.95. And then we'll do a little Air Force over. Dude, it just moved to 144.5 doing the show with you. I just mentioned it's at one. It was 143. Now it's 144.5. How does that happen? That's the duck. There you go, duck. You're coming in right before a move. Like, hey, check out this game. Now I got to see if any of my shops are slow moving here. They're trying out 143 again. Ugh. Do you know the way to San Jose? That's the way the duck rolls, folks. That's why I said to follow the man earlier. Comes in, drops the total, moves 1.5 in 30 seconds. No, it wasn't bashing. He's like, oh, Mississippi Valley, you stink. I mean, whatever, Marco. You know, it's just like, like I don't know. I don't know. You know me. I'm going to respond. I don't mind. The game lost. I get it. Arizona State. Let's see. What do I have here for this game? Hold on a second. Who? DVD. I think our guy Jake came in here and loved TCU tonight in this matchup. Now, for me, I think I said I have it right where it's at. I think I have it at 5. The line is 6.5. I mean, I'll pull for the guy. But again, how about Arizona State? 17-10 against the spread. 7-3 ATS run. Covered at Baylor as a doggy. Covered at Utah as a doggy. Winner out right there. Covered at Central Florida as a doggy. 2-team parlay coming in. Moorhead and Texas Tech. 10-4 run for our guy King D. Thomas likes Miami O. St. Louis is down to 3.5. A little surprised by that. People were looking to fade the Billikens. What are they, 25-1? 25-2. That's you like that. I mean, you hated VCU last week. Couldn't score a lick down the line. Does look a little short. Does look a little short with St. Louis. This was 5.5 last night. But here's the thing. Like, if it was 5.5, how do you take it to 3.5? I mean, the line is gone. You move on. So the SF Niners in the house. Yeah, I lost the game. Maybe that's Mr. Numbers' other, burner account. Because I got Mr. Numbers on mute because of his. He said you need is Duck still here? Duck, someone said that you need to win 57% of the time to be profitable. I said, of course you do when you're laying minus 1,500 money lines. Minnesota 21.5 versus Michigan. This would be more the same, right? It's like, all right, they just lost to Duke. They're going to come in here and roll. Everybody thinks they're just going to smash a team. A 20-point win, you're covering with the dog here. But I'm going to tell you, Thomas, in big conferences, big spreads like this, I'm not a dog guy, I'm not a big favorite guy in spots like this. We lean dog with you for sure. But this one didn't interest me. Notre Dame game did, though. Yep, TCU. I remember the lock and pen on. Yes, we got a lock and pen play for Jake on TCU. Michigan doesn't cover. I mean, this is a big number to cover. And Michigan 14-13 ATS, 12-15 for Mini. Last time they played Minnesota won in overtime last January. Minnesota 2 straight wins. We got the loss there for Michigan non-conference play. Illinois game up next on the road. Again, it could be a spot where they're like Duke. Maybe it's kind of like, all right, we get in here, we go through the motions, we rebound the big win, 15 some of the points. They go, it's a big win, but is it 20 plus? I played the one turn into 2 losses angle. Should have stuck with my opinion. VCU stinks. Yeah. Listen, the opinion was right because it came out the way, but let's be honest, for most of the game, it was wrong. Gobert double-double in the NBA. Mike says he can't fade the Billikens. Undefeated home, now on the road. Well, they've dropped 2. They've now dropped 2. I mean, that was the loss. That Rhode Island was tough. You bounce back with a big win. Coming up next, home, Duquesne, Loshi, finish up at Mason. One unit, Thomas. What do you think on Michigan or Minnesota? Tyler Harrow, 3-pointers. SF Niner with the NBA player props for those interested on a Tuesday night. I'm going to put my picks back in the chat here, and then we'll move along. Notre Dame in a 17.5 tonight. NC State over 150.5. The doggies that are in, that have fit the mold, the doggy mold since January 8th. 119 wins, 74 losses. Southern Indiana plus 8.5. Close calls with these doggies. Lafayette plus 11.5. And the uglies. These are doggies that do fit the mold, but they're from the worst of the worst conference. Hold your nose. Don't watch. Don't turn on ESPN3. Don't watch it and see your bets go up in smoke in the last 3 minutes where a guy has missed 7 free throws. St. Francis, PA gets the call in that situation in the ugly. Con Kenneple over 17.5 points. I don't even know who these guys are. I heard of Tyler Harrow. Heard of that guy. Gobert, sure. Michael, you have a good day as well. Niner, good luck on the player props. Everybody watching, thank you. I'll be back tonight for tomorrow because we have how many games tomorrow? Nice full slate. Couple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11-handed games. Couple writing games from the snow from today. Be sure to tune in. Notification bell on for look at lines. Call it 11:15 p.m. Eastern time. 11:15 Eastern. 11:15 tonight. Look at lines. That's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.